Boy, oh boy, oh boy, it might then finally happen. Bitcoin is getting a move to the upside as we speak. And as I said in yesterday's video, we cannot lose this current low right here that we put in at 28,788. As you can see here on the yellow line. Yesterday we made a move down, wick below, but closed the candle above this low right here. So it's not a break of structure. We have a swing filled pattern and now we are getting a move to the upside. So far it looks good. Volume is coming in. This might be a massive short squeeze to the upside. And then we're finally maybe are going to take out these highs that we talked about already now for quite a while. That I said this actually is just one big liquidation fest if we are going to squeeze to the upside. So if we are going to break this high right here, that is approximately at 30,000, we're getting a move to the upside and we're going higher. And then eventually I will be looking at a price that is much higher. We need to see how price reacts once we break it, because we have the point of control at and around that level. But like I said, I could imagine with such a big liquidation we are overshooting it, and then the first major resistance would be the golden pocket, and that right now comes in at approximately 30,000, let's say 30,580 to 30,700. That is the golden pocket that would perfectly line up with taking the liquidity of these highs right here, and then eventually maybe make a macro lower high, still confirming that bearish trend here that we put in. So the change in market structure on the macro level, something we've also already talked about, and then eventually reverse to the downside, because this is just screaming to be taken out. So that actually now looks very good. Congratulations if you took this trade. I took one trade yesterday earlier on the golden pocket, but that one got stopped out quite fast, and at the time it looked pretty bad. But then yeah, within 2-3 hours we got that swing filled pattern that I did not take. If we're looking on the 4 hour, then for a continuation move to the upside, doesn't look all too bad. We are having bullish divergence right here on the price, where you can see that price is moving higher. I'm also already getting alerts that price is moving higher on ETH, and where you can see that the momentum wave momentum wave is going higher, and the price was going lower. So actually this right here is your bullish divergence. This is then actually a continuation of your divergence, where you see that the momentum waves are just becoming smaller and smaller. Also money flow is curving to the upside. That looks super good. And then we also have it on the daily, which almost always, I cannot actually say always, but almost always gives us a reaction. And as you can see also here, the momentum wave is already curving to the upside. And also here price was making a lower low, and I said already a couple times, we need to see follow through. Does that mean that I right away flipped my thesis and going full on bullish? No. Also something I have said already multiple times, we can have a couple of thick green days where we just print a few nice green daily candles and eventually still create that lower low or an equal lower high, or an equal high, or maybe take out this top and eventually go lower. That all is still completely fine for me. That all still confirms that bearish scenario on the macro. And with the macro, I'm really meaning for the next couple of weeks or months. So I'm really looking into the fall of this year. For the Wyckoff traders, you can also see that we have a nice 3 tap to the low right here. This is a classic reversal scheme that you sometimes see, where, and the best is actually just like this, where the third tap is a little bit higher than the middle tap, creating already that change in market structure, where you can see that price wants to move higher. So my main target for now on this long would be 30,580 to, let's say, 30,700. Therefore we still have a little bit of obstacles to take, and that is to surpass the value area high on the macro range, as you can see right here, and the value area low on this smaller range. So that will be maybe a little bit hard to do, but I do believe that if this is really getting liquidation fast, this just goes super fast. It can play out within 24 hours, maximum 48. So that goes super fast. As if you have been trading in crypto for a while, then you know if Bitcoin goes, it goes, and there's nothing that stops it. It doesn't matter how much money you have, there's nothing that stops it. And I think I said it already yesterday, but also last week a few times. Right now the volume is so low. Any crazy Asian dude or Chinese dude with a couple hundred million on his bank account can move the price. So be careful. It is very easy now to push price higher. Last but not least, that also confirms this bullish breakout to the upside would be this falling wedge, which usually has a breakout to the upside, and then the target is approximately the top here, which would then aim for 31,000 to 32,000, depending a little bit. Oh, actually you have to say 31,000 to 31,500, depends a little bit on how you draw it. But those are all the very much bullish signs. I'm still staying cautious, haven't changed my macro perspective. I see this really as a little bit of a relief pump if we are able to go higher. If we dump from here again, I would also not be surprised, because let's be honest, it is just very weak. But what I then, whoops, I'm clicking the wrong buttons, but what I then really would like to see is then maybe at least to take out this high and then really have a strong rejection to the downside, where you can see that bears are stepping in immediately, and I don't want to then hang around at this price, because that will set us up for higher. So taking out this high could happen and then right away go lower, then you still keep these other highs in. I think that's a very much unlikely scenario, but for now I do think that since we're looking pretty good, we're having bullish divergences on the 4 hour, on the daily, we have the falling wedge. It would not sound very bad or unlogical to have a little bit of move to the upside, but please move your stop loss into profit once your trade is in profit, because again, in a macro we are still bearish, it's still weak, we have low volume, anything can happen in this environment. So you need to stick to the charts and right away move your stop loss to entry or to profit once you can, because a wick is done like that. So be careful. For now, enjoy the ride, and if you like this content, then please do me a favor by liking, subscribing, clicking the bell, clicking also so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think this is useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links are also in the description. See you guys very soon again in the next one. Bye bye.